What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Panda here, and we're back at it with another Knighthood video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I've done pretty much just like guide videos and things like that, and today I want to do just kind of like a gameplay video. We're just going to go in and we're going to do some fun gameplay. So today we're actually going to look at the guild boss, specifically the Bakunawa. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Bakunawa. We call him Baku in the guild. He is the Beast guild boss. That spawns. He's like a giant worm. He's really cool looking though. I like him. He's awesome. He's this beast guy right here. He's got two forms. The first form and the second form, obviously, he changes after taking so much damage, I believe, is how that works. This is the second form currently. In the second form, he deals Torrent, which has a chance to unfocus, which reduces your critical chance by 25% for 3 turns, which is a pretty detrimental buff, or debuff rather. But he also becomes vulnerable to acid and burn damage, which means we'll be able to land that burn and acid a little bit easier, which is exciting because I do take Vordry into my battles. And Vordry's basic does do burn damage, which will mean we'll do a little bit more damage with that overall. When he's in his other form, he flips his effects, so he becomes vulnerable to expose and weaken and resistant to acid and burn. In this case, what I think my ideal setup would be to bring Delphina or Delphinia, however you say that, because her basic deals weaken, and her ultimate delays hero powers, and his hero power he does actually stuns, which is very detrimental. So I think that Delphinia would actually be a really good hero to bring to the first phase of Baku. But again, I just got Delphinia not too long ago. I haven't had a chance to level her up. She's only like level 14 for me. So when I go into here, I'm going to be bringing Vordry as my first hero, and I'm going to be bringing Titania as my second. And the main reason I'm bringing Titania is for the focus buff. Reason is because if we're going to get unfocus, we can at least counter that unfocus with a regular focus buff to hopefully help out a little bit. We're bringing our level 28 beast weapon here. The charms are not that great. I have a critical chance on chain attacks and a 2 attack damage versus burn. It's kind of the best I could do with the slots I have. I don't want to put too much into this because this is not a good weapon to bring pretty much. However, the attack damage versus burn I think will help a little bit because we are going to hopefully have burn on the target for a good majority of the battles. So we're just going to go in and we're going to kind of see what happens. I'm really excited for it. This is my first real damage test on Baku before I just kind of went in and did, what I could. But this is, I think, my first real. Getting Vordry to 35, I think, is a big boost. We're definitely hyped to get him to 40. We're just a little bit off of that, but here we go. We're on our first fight. So of course we're gonna do our pretty standard. We're just gonna punch 4 times. This should clear the first phase real easily. Oh, we didn't even need a 4th hit. Look at that. So we clear the first phase easy. It's the 3rd phase is roughly where we're gonna start running into not being able to kill it incredibly quickly. So we're gonna go ahead and do as much as we can here. It looks like the 2nd phase actually got a lot harder than before. But there is our 4. We're actually not going to use our burn here. We want to save our burn for the 3rd phase because we are going to finish him off probably in this phase. We're going to give ourselves the crit buff here, and then we'll just go ahead and take it down. We're actually going to do one more round. In the phase 3, we're going to get a lot of damage off, though. So we're going to go ahead and just finish him right here. Perfect. And we'll go into phase 3 of 7. So we're pretty strong now. We're level 41, almost 42, I think. So we're doing pretty good. So here we're going to go ahead and use Vordry's ultimate here. Even though we're not versus a cult, it still does a lot of damage to a single target. Look at that, 8,800 damage. It almost takes out the entire first bar of armor there. We're going to go ahead and use our burn. And then we're going to start building up our rage ability again for hopefully phase 4. The goal here is to just do as much damage as we can before he ends up getting his crit buff built up, because that's going to give us kind of like the best bang for our buck, you could say. We're going to give ourselves crit here and heal us up a little bit. I think that Titania is a great starting character for the guild boss. However, I've been told that later on she's not as good, simply because you don't want to waste your turns healing, even if it means getting a crit buff. Taking a buff charm for focus is probably better on a weapon than to actually bring Titania for most things, because she's just purely defensive, and the whole point of this is to do as much damage as you can in as little turns as possible. So definitely not the greatest. Ooh, 10,000 damage there, not bad. Definitely didn't do nearly as much damage as the last time when it comes to the percentage, but definitely a good starting point there. But I definitely feel like early game Titania is great, because being able to survive 12 rounds early game I think is more important than dealing as much damage as possible, because you're going to deal more damage overall if you're, you know, able to survive 12 rounds. If you die in the second round, you're not going to get a lot of damage opportunities, but if you die and survive the full 12 rounds, you're going to do more. So I think that Titania is a good hero to like begin with, but definitely not the best overall, right? We're going to go ahead and use Vordry ult again, see how much damage we do here. Get a high roll maybe. Ooh, that was a low roll, 6,830, not the best. We'll go ahead and use burn here, which a little fact, you may or may not know this, but burn actually is stackable, which I did not know this, but as you saw there, we had one turn of burn left, and we used another thing, and it went back to 3 turns, right? But that turn we just had there, it dealt burn damage twice, which is very exciting actually, in my opinion. Alright, so unfortunately we did get the unfocus on us. The goal was to try and kill it before then. We're probably not going to do much here. This is going to be probably our last round. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go all out. I'm going to use this strength potion here, and we're just going to see if we can take him out. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't think... Oh, we didn't take him out. Oh, I thought we were going to take him out. 81,000 damage though. I'm actually really surprised that we got as much damage as we did. I was not expecting to get 81,000 damage there. Let's see where we are in the leaderboards here. Nice, we got into 3rd place. Freaking Zockler, man, he's just... What? He went with a level 7 hammer? That's crazy. What? That's not right. This has got to be wrong. This has got to be... This must not be the actual setup he's... This must be like the setup he's using now, but not the setup he used to take on the boss. That's got to be right. This though, ugh, and it's like actually decent charm slots too, man. I'm super jealous of that hammer, man. I'm super jealous of the hammer, Kaladin. Shout outs to my guildmates. We got some pretty strong guildmates. But yeah, that was I feel pretty good about the a little over 80,000 damage on the Bakunawa for our first real like attempt, and not even being able to go in with like the most ideal conditions. I feel like we did pretty good. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. Before we go though, I do want to give a shout out to a couple amazing people. If you guys watched my last video, hopefully you did. If you didn't, go watch it. It's the last video. It's the giveaway winners for the giveaway we did, the 250 gem giveaway. And in that, and I made an announcement, and that announcement was in regards to YouTube partner program as well as Patreon. So if you guys don't know, unfortunately my AdSense account has been disabled from years ago, and you can only have one AdSense account, which means that I cannot apply for YouTube partner, which was kind of the whole goal of reaching 1,000 subs. In order to better my content, I was hoping to be able to make a little bit of cash to, you know, be able to upgrade my equipment, to make better videos, things like that. However, because I can't join the YouTube partner program, it's a little bit difficult to do that. And so what I did was I set up a Patreon account, and I linked it in my Discord, and I linked it in the last video. And guys, I'm shocked that we actually had 2 people already signed up for the Patreon, and they are right over there. Novastar868 signed up for a $5 a month Patreon, and Sarah Bond signed up for a $10 a month Patreon. So thank you to both of you guys so much. There are amazing rewards on the Patreon. If you guys want to be a part of the community and you want to be a patron, you'll be able to be featured in a video just like this. Your name could be right there. You could be that spot right under there, that 3rd little area, right? You could be there. That could be your name in my next video. And yeah, that's just, thank you guys so much, the two of you, for being willing to like support me in this journey that I'm trying to go through. It's amazing. I'm super excited to continue making content for you guys, but definitely the link for the Patreon will be in the description below if you guys want to go check it out. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out in the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button and comment down below of what you guys take to your Bakunawa fight, so that I can maybe get some more ideas. Personally, this is kind of the best setup I have now, but I'm a little curious what you guys think. Maybe Delphinia is still the right choice against that boss. I don't know. Maybe even Garen to delay the stun or the unfocus. Who knows? Maybe Tristan to dispel. There's a lot of options. I'm curious what you guys are bringing. But guys, please make sure, if you haven't done so already, to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you guys can be notified when my videos go live. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next one, and enjoy the end screen.